So I want to talk about tips for collecting. Doesn't matter if you what you collect. I collect comic books and sports cards and a few other things. But today's video is a few tips on how to collect, what to collect, and how to, if you were a collector before and you kind of got out of it, tips for your collection and getting started. So first thing is, tip number one, I would say when you're collecting, find something that you enjoy collecting. So for me, it's comic books and sports cards. And the way I got into that was, at a young age, going to, my local stores. I would pick up comic books, or, if I was with family and I saw sports cards, I would buy like football cards. And that's pretty much how I started at a very young age, collecting cards. Kind of got out of the hobby for a number of years. And then it was when I had my son, when I wanted to get back into the hobby of collecting comic books and some sports cards, to get him acclimated with, like some of the things I did when I was growing up, and give him something that we could share, and give him a love for comic books and cards as well. So some of the things that we collect are the comic books and the cards. So when you're collecting, right, I would recommend that you find things that you like to collect, right? If it's a particular character, or if it's a comic book, or if it's if you're into sports and you have a team that you like, or a player that you like, that's a good place to start, right? So for me, I like the Avengers for the comic books, and so generally I'm more so focused on the things that will help me build my personal collection. So Avengers is one of the books that I collect, the series of books, and for the sports cards, I'm a Ravens fan, so I collect the Ravens. And then there's some players that I like here and there that I'll pick up their sports cards. I also like the Fantastic Four, so I have their comic books, and a number of them I'm trying to complete a run for Bronze Age and Silver Age Avengers and Fantastic Four books. So two of the samples I want to show you from the collection. One is this Avengers Bronze Age book here, and this is Avengers 52. Came out in 1968. This is a 7.5. I'm working on completing this run. Some of the books will be graded. This book is graded, and then some are in raw format, meaning they're ungraded. And then for the Fantastic Four books, I actually was able to pick up one of the Grail books for my collection, which is a Fantastic Four 57. And as they say in the hobby, a low grade is better than no grade. And so when I came across this book, I said, it's something that I definitely wanted to add to my collection. This is a classic Jack Kirby Doom cover. You can see Doom on the front there. And, with the movie hype of Doom coming out, everybody is jumping to, buy Doom books for their collection. I've been collecting Fantastic Four, and I have a number of Doom covers already in the collection, because that's just a group of the characters that I really like. So another tip is find things that you like, go after that. Tip two is don't feel that you have to collect everything. So, collect within a budget. That's one way to kind of keep you, within boundaries of, your collection, your spending, your space. Collect things that you have space for. I know some people, they collect, and their collection over a number of years has grown so big that they actually need storage space. So, I personally want to be able to see my collection and go and, go flip through my books, maybe reread some things, or if it's a sports card, take a look at my sports card, show them off to, family and friends when they come by, show them the display case. So, find reasons for why you're collecting and what you're collecting. And I think when you have that in focus, that will help you from going down a rabbit hole. Sometimes if you don't set any parameters, you'll just start collecting everything. For example, comic books, right? Comic books come out every week. So there are a number of comic books. I mean, and sometimes one comic book can have like a number of different variants. There's one book that came out recently. It had its same story, but it had like 17 different covers to it. So, is that something that you're collecting? So are you collecting all 17 covers, or are you collecting, the artist that you like, or the writer that you normally, it's just the same writer, it's just the artists that are different, and that's why it's so many different variants. So I would recommend, choose what you're be selective with what you're planning to add to the collection. If there's an artist, cool, go after that artist, and that way you're not buying, you don't feel the urge or the need to buy all 17 covers or however many variant ratios there are, because there are a number of them that you can spend as much money as you want because there's enough out there to buy. So I would say, one, get started, find something that you like. Two, set some boundaries on what it is you're trying to purchase, right? And then three, decide on, if you are planning to keep the products for your personal collection, or you want to try reselling. You want to jump into the endeavor of selling your items. Now, for me, I'm doing both. Some items will go on my PC, and then some items I'm actually going to be selling at, for the cards. I'll be doing card shows and comic book shows, and I'll be setting up a table or booth, and then I'll be reselling some of the books that I have and some of the cards that I have to the community. So in reference to my cards, I want to show a couple of samples. So as I mentioned, Ravens. This is Lamar Jackson rookie card, PSA. This is a Gem Mint 10. All right, so that's one of the items that I collect, one of the players and teams. And then Derrick Henry, King Henry. This is when he was on Tennessee Titans. Before he moved to the Ravens, I've always been a Derrick Henry fan. So that's a Derrick Henry rated rookie, Gem Mint 10. And then another thing I like to collect in the sports cards are they're known as RPAs, right? So this is a RPA is either it's a rookie patch auto, or it's just a patch auto numbered. And this particular card this is a Ravens card, and if you notice at the bottom, you'll see the autograph, the player patch is in the middle, and then the number is located right here in the top corner. So that is known as, this is a National Treasure, which is a really good brand. You can see the number on the back. Actually, the number is right here on the front. So those are the type of cards that I collect, and I'm specific on what I'm collecting. But I do want to give a shout out to another quarterback who was doing phenomenal this season. Had a great game recently, and that's Jayden Daniels with the Washington Commanders. So definitely wanted to highlight that. This is his rookie card 2024, just came out in December. And then this is known as an oversized downtown rookie card. So I have a few of his cards that I sent off for grading actually in end of November, December time frame, because he was doing so well. I just wanted to get some cards graded for my PC. So those are some things that, it doesn't matter. I will forego buying certain comic books or certain cards just so that I can buy the cards that I know that I'm going to enjoy and my son is going to enjoy in our display case. Now, my son is a big fan of soccer. He loves soccer, and he's also a big fan of Pokemon. So I've done a number of Pokemon shorts. You'll be seeing us come back and do some soccer card videos. But I want to highlight, like these are Japanese Pokemon cards. So again, with collecting, there's a number of things that you can get into. Be selective when you're collecting. That way, you can enjoy it. You don't have to blow your budget. You have space for everything. And, if, happy collecting. If you have any comments that you would like to share about your experiences with collecting, please add your comments down in the comment section. Would enjoy this, would like to see what you have to say if there's things that you collect. Also, I want to say thank you for checking out our video. If you haven't already subscribed, we would definitely appreciate if you subscribe to our channel. Peace.